Sports. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Forced out to his left. And incomplete to open things up.
I will see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space. Mismatches they can exploit.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Going, and got his man, complete. 20, 10, touchdown, New Orleans. Keenan Allen, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Well, if they didn't get the wake-up call before the game, they got it right now. 2 plays already in the end zone.
I think of it in boxing terms because whether it's a big shot with your first one or a probing one, a little bit of a jab, the second one was the payoff. That was the big one that landed. 1-2, end zone.
After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This will be taken very short. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. From the 34, they'll come to the line on 2nd and 10. Sony Michel, his first carry.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
And for the Saints here on 3rd down, an extra defensive back on the field. Looking to throw, Lawrence. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now a first down carry, it's Michel. And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Ready, set. Two-jet bomber. Two-jet bomber. See, we got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. You get it.
2nd and 11. And that'll be incomplete. Coverage there all around. Really didn't have many options to throw the football.
Very little chance that that one was going to be completed. Every receiver was locked up.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Lawrence. And an alley to run, and a loose football. And this is picked up by the Saints. And he'll take it across midfield and down.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. But it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Yeah, well, he had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And that one was nearly picked. Not sure he was accounting for the free safety. Now it brings up third down.
Well, you've got a receiver here who's got one touchdown already in this first quarter, and they were trying to double his pleasure there, wanting to continue to go to the guys already gotten into the end zone. But good coverage to make sure that this time it fell incomplete.
Looking to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Hyman with a sack. Now on fourth down, we've got a whistle here and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. Now it's Crowder. We'll call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and the Patriots take over. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And still a lot of football to be played in this season. We're only in November. A lot can happen between now and January. But if it ended today, they would just side of the playoff picture looking in, so a lot to fight for.
Yeah, and wasn't it interesting in our meeting with the coaching staff that they all made sure to let us know, we know where we are right now, but the playoffs don't start tomorrow. We still got some time, and they plan on putting it together, formulating a streak, got the whole month of December still left to play. They think they can get in.
And they made it very obvious to us that there's no playoff talk in the locker room right now. It's win this game and look to next week. The pickup of 4. Here's 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. And his throw's going to be incomplete. Sammy Watkins, the intended target, and it's third down. And this passing game's whole offense really didn't show up in the loss last week, and it hasn't started all that great here either.
Yeah, and they can't let that incompletion become an uh-oh moment. Like, oh boy, here we go again, just like last week. Each game is its own entity, treated as such.
Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game. But it's so important to tackle well on these receivers. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
And just a single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And the Saints will take over with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. They'll buy some time right. Gets this to a standout receiver, Thomas. And he'll be hit and dropped for a loss at the 5-yard line. On play action, they'll throw. Thomas has got it, complete. And they'll bring him down here right around the 17-yard line. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down. They'll run it here. This is Marlon Mack. And they'll blow that one up back at the 16-yard line. Tough sledding. They lose a yard there on third.
Not the result they were looking for there on third down. They end up taking a loss on the play. The only person happy now, the punter, gets to go out there and show Mom that he gets to play in the game.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
And they're going to at least line up to go now.
Check, check, lucky. Check, squeeze. Check three. Alert three.
Play clock down to 5, and they're going to burn a timeout. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. And in their own territory, needing only a few inches, they're going to line up to go for this thing on 4th down. And he's going to get the first down here as he's taken down at the 22. They only needed a few inches, but still some anxious moments there, but they do convert on 4th. Now this time he'll look to throw. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down. And just one tick to go, so this will obviously be the final play of this first quarter. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. They'll drop the throw. And he's got a man open. That's Allen. Give him 18 there, and the Saints have a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nothing open downfield, and he had to get that one out in a hurry because he just knew he was about to take a big shot. Probably couldn't get his legs into the throw. Became an all-arm throw trying to check it down to his running back. Incomplete.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah. Mike, 58, right there. 58's the Mike. 58's the Mike. Watch the screen. Pass. And 58 is the Mike. Well, 58's the Mike. I'm here all day.
Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout. And with that, they're now out of timeouts. There's still plenty of time remaining here in this second quarter. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Back to throw here. This is complete to Michael Thomas. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
They'll set up to throw. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end. Looking for Thomas. He's got him. Touchdown, New Orleans.
That's a touchdown. That's a touchdown.
Michael Thomas. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. And, man, Charles, talk about zinging something in there. Those gloves, they help with one-handed catches, the fun stuff. Any padding for a rocket like that?
One would think so, but I'll guarantee you this. After that throw, his hands will hurt later. Not right now in the moment. He's just feeling good about catching it.
Yeah, a little stinger, but a touchdown. No problem there on the extra point. And it's now 14-0. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. This is taken at the 3. Field position. They'll start at the 32-yard line.
At their own 32-yard line.
New England with a first down as they begin the drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Cameron Jordan, he's the culprit, and that is now his 13th sack of the season as his great year continues. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. They'll run out of the gun with Michel. Call it a 3-yard gain, but they'll be forced into a 3rd and 15 coming up.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. They find some open field here. That he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line.
Well, this is even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll set up a throw. He's going to take a shot right away for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. 2nd down.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he had caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally made an adjustment there. We'll see if they can build on that stop. Another throw on 2nd down, and this one incomplete as well. The tight end Josh Hill was the target, and it's 3rd down. Now back to throw. He can run for it, and he will. Give him 10 that time. Running with it and picking up a first down.
Someone knew exactly where he needed to get to pick up that first down. Now, I'm not so sure about the technique in getting there, but he went for it, and he got it.
Exactly. He knew where he needed to get, because remember, if he slides when that derriere dips, and eventually taken down here. Great coverage downfield. Darren Lee able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time. Back to throw. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
He'll drop to throw. Flushed out right. He's going to let this go for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Devin McCourty picks it off. Allen, the intended receiver.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17. And never good to go the wrong way, lost yardage.
No, for some reason, downfield, or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Makes it 3rd and 14.
New England on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd and 14. Back to throw. Lawrence. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line.
When a team's turned it over 3 times in the first half, we just look at the offense and say, guys, what are you doing? But instead, we really should be looking at the defense. They've created the takeaways. 2 interceptions, 1 caused fumble. They played awfully well swarming to the ball here in the first half.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Being chased out left. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. Just a few minutes from now, we'll send you to Jonathan Coachman and our crew in Orlando. Coach will have a look back at some of the stats and scores from yesterday's action. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're going to look to throw. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
I think we have to give credit to him for play, but you know there's some really upset defenders on that one. They thought that they had him. Instead, he was coated in Teflon and got away.
They'll look to throw here. And a big loss here as he's taken down. John Simon in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. That's caught. It's Thomas. A big play, but still not enough. Leads to a 4th and goal.
I don't know how many times, not just in my playing career, but you and I working together, have we ever heard a coach say, I just don't have that play on my call sheet. And that's really what we had here. That was a big hole they were trying to get out of.
Yeah, big gain, still a ways to go, though. A good drive gets them inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that happens because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Pats at the line, ready to go. And you're under a minute to go in the half, a first half that hasn't been particularly kind to you. How do you think they'll play this?
Well, I think the smart approach is to run out the...
And the Saints pressure gets him. Brought down for a sack.
3 scores down, not even a halftime yet. They're not getting much generated offensively. They've got to figure it out.
It's tough because this defense just seems to be playing with so much confidence right now.
They really are. They are on their toes, and they're getting at them.
And he'll before he's out of bounds. And they're in better shape now for 3rd.
Check. Check. Hot recon. 132 fighter.
To throw on 3rd down. Lawrence. He's going to look deep for Watkins. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down. So hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of 4th down, 1st down.
Well, so much for winning the down you put a lot of emphasis on because 3rd down is key for offense and defense. Instead, you're going to stay on the field and start a new set of downs.
So now then, the big play has them all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Going to throw deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, set now to go for the 3rd quarter. The Saints have the lead and set to receive the kick. And a good effort on the return there. Gets them across the 30 to the 33-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. 2nd and 5. That's to his running back, Sony Michel. 5 yards on 1st down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Lawrence. That's out to his running back, Michel. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot 1st down.
That's tough to play zone defense when they can just curl up right there in front of you.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we're talking about finding the soft spot. Defensively, how do you make sure they don't find the soft spot like they did there?
Tough to do because what they normally will do is run routes that'll pull you out of that spot that they want to get into. That's what we call not taking the cheese, right? Don't go for the mousetrap. But it's hard to do because when you see a guy cutting that in that direction, you tend to go towards him.
2nd and 13. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, this at least is the right idea. I think they've got to get the tight end more involved.
He had just one target in the first half, incomplete. Now incomplete here with the first target of the second half.
Yeah, should not stop them at all from going back to him to find it.
It's caught inside the 25. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. So the big play gets him all the way to the red zone here for 1st and 10. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. He'll have a first down inside the 10. And did he get in? No, down at the 1-yard line. They moved the ball over 50 yards between this play and the last one.
Some big plays in the passing game on this drive, and here's one out of the running game. Now there's room to roam.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriot score. Anthony Sherman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots get a score closer. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is me?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. 36 yards on the play. Well, you had all halftime to think about what you wanted to do to start the second half. They came out with a big one.
Does that not beg the question? What was happening in the other locker room at halftime? Was that the one play they didn't cover as a possibility? Because they just gave up a big, big gain.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
On the ground, it's Mack. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Staying on the ground with Mack. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. He'll give up 6 yards there on the loss, and it'll bring up 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it.
58, right over there, right over there. Yeah, yeah. Mike, 58, right there. Watch the run, watch the run.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He's going to fire one deep. This is caught inside the 15. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down with Marlon Mack. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down. Here we go on 2nd and 12. Buying time to his left. And now he's going to use his legs. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's 3rd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
But you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. He'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Got a man open. It's Thomas. It's a touchdown for New Orleans. Michael Thomas with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Oh, I was just about to say he had missed an extra point all season, but there it is, his first miss, no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. This will be taken short.
It's the 3rd quarter, and they're down on the scoreboard, and while no one wants to hit the panic button just yet, points are a necessity on this drive. What a great way to get set up.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. They run on 1st down as they're able to get this forward for about 4. Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down. 1 quarter remains here as we wrap up the week on a Monday night. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Hey, Zoo!
To throw on 2nd down. Lawrence. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. Charles Harris able to take him down. It's a loss of 3. On 3rd down, Lawrence. He's got the hook up to Lee. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. A well-executed 22-yard gain. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
2nd and 4. Looking for the end zone. Oh, he almost had it for the pick. A great chance there for the interception in the end zone. Instead, 3rd down. New England on 3rd down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is 3rd and 4. Looking to throw. Lawrence. And they are going to take over right there at the 22-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle.
Check nickel.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Dancing to his left. And the most curious way there to burn some clock. That was wild, and at the end of all that, it winds up a safety. All right, Charles, help me out here. 4th quarter, you've got the lead, and you run backwards into the end zone. You're just trying to do too much.
I almost don't have words for it. But, you know, every coach that we talk to talks about running backs or people running the football, running north-south, getting upfield. He went way in the opposite direction, and that's going to cost his team.
Yeah, it cost him big time. Still leading, but it costs him. Pats at the line, ready to go. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get. And now here is another interception. Picked off near the 32. And they are going to set up shop at the 32-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense? Has the scouting report changed? Are they showing him things different than what he expected? For the second week in a row, he's throwing it to the guys in the wrong color shirts.
Yeah, he better figure, whatever the reason is, he better figure it out. Give him 19 there as the drive marches forward. He'll look to throw. Steps away. He'll run it. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable second and short.
On second down, it's Mack. And he'll get this one back to the 5-yard line, but no further than that. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. They keep it on the ground. Mack again. And it's been like this all night long. Nowhere to run as they stop him behind the line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there. This offense 2 for 2 converting on these thus far, so why not try again here on 4th down? They'll go for it. Forced out to his left. He may try, and he'll score. Touchdown, New Orleans. An 8-yard touchdown run. And the Saints able to stretch that lead out further. Extra point right down the middle. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, Lutz to kick it off. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. And last time, 1-play interception, so this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see when they decide to do a play calling, because a 1-play drive where
this is caught inside the 15. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Sammy Watkins, 77 yards. And the Patriots make some inroads here on that deficit. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This one taken from the 7. Oh, good move. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Saints offense on the field ready to get their drive started. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
On play action, they'll throw.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. Into the hands of his running back, Marlon Mack.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. And I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They're going to run it with Murray. And he's not going to get there. Might have even lost a yard. Latavius Murray unable to lower those shoulders and get the first. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Throwing to start the drive. Lawrence, flush to his right. Letting one go deep for the end zone. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. The intended receiver. And it's second down. To throw again. Lawrence. Completes it to Lee. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. Marquise Lee. His first touchdown on the year. As his guys are back within a single score. Extra point splits the uprights. And now here in this fourth quarter. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded at the 6. And he'll bring it a few past the 20-yard line. We've got a one-score game with inside of 2 minutes remaining. So it's Saints football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They'll start on the ground with Mack. And he'll fight forward to about the 27-yard line. A gain of 3, second down.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 27-yard line.
Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Have to imagine this will be on the ground as well as they come up second and 7. They go right back to Mack. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down. Now the Patriots will use the second of their timeouts as they'll get it with just over 90 seconds to go in the ball game. They'll look to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. It's caught inside the 25. It's a big play there for the Saints. And even 50 yards. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll drop to throw, eluding the pressure right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Adrian Phillips. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Pats at the line, ready to go. They're down here in a one-score game. But the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time gives them a chance to run their offense, to go through play sequences. And this is what they work on every week in practice, usually on a Friday. They go over this type of a situation, late game situation. What are we going to do when we have the opportunity? They've called these plays a bunch of times. Now's their chance to execute them.
Yeah, they have the opportunity now. Here's the execution. He's back to throw, and he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
And this offense needs a touchdown. A field goal won't get it done in this situation. But after giving up back-to-back sacks, things are looking a little bit bleak.
Hey, Delta.
On fourth down, Lawrence. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by Marcus Williams. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
Here we go. 15, Lonnie. 15 line. 61, matchbox lights. 2.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. Incomplete. And we're down to 8 seconds now.
Intended for Marquise Lee. Incomplete. It leads to 2nd and 10.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 15. The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And they've got this one in hand. No timeouts remaining defensively, so this one should just be one kneel and then handshakes. In trouble, and the ball's out. It's in the end zone loose. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he's into the end zone. It's a fumble return and a Patriot touchdown. So they were down by a touchdown, probably just hoping the defense could hold them, maybe force the punt. Instead, they force the turnover and take it into the house.
Well, the plan was perfect. That's exactly what they wanted. Instead, they got a lot more than that. Big-time capitalization by taking the ball away and putting it in the end zone.
It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. They control their own destiny here. They have the football in overtime. Obviously, a touchdown would win it.
And I think teams around the league are still adjusting to the idea of going downfield, scoring a touchdown wins the game, because they were used to just going downfield and trying to get in field goal range to win a game. Still having to make that transition. Let's face it now, the ones who are doing it best know they need to go down, attack, put the ball in the end zone, and not leave it up to a field goal and give the other team a chance.
As we said, they control their own destiny. Now a quick throw as that's complete on the hitch route. 4 yards the pickup, first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, they run with Michelle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And an alley to run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for 3rd. Here comes a big one now in overtime. This is 3rd and inches. They'll try and run for it. Here's Michelle. And he will have. He gets this to the 47. An effective 7-yard 3rd down conversion. They go with the ground game, pick up the first, now in plus territory.
And that changes the whole mentality. They cross the 50, they feel like they're in the strike zone. All right, you don't have to be in the red zone to take those big shots downfield or go after the end zone. Right now, that might be available to them.
And now this first drive in OT continues.
60 Pittsburgh, General West. Check. Go.
Keeping it on the ground on first, Michel. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a... They've had some success here in overtime on this opening drive running the football. Right back to that well.
And why not? When you have that kind of success, make them stop you, and until they do, keep going back to that well you just spoke about. I think there's more water there and available to them.
Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
On first down, Michel. Oh, the ball is out. Michel lost it.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. Second and 6. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And this play will be blown up. He'll lose yardage back at the 38. Now that screen there on second down certainly didn't develop how they had hoped. Is that one they should have even tried, or is that one the quarterback sticks in his pocket?
I think the latter. I like what you said there, because trying is one thing. We can second guess just about every call. But in this case, when you realize it is broken down, just throw it at the feet of your intended receiver so that no one can pick it off, right? You don't have the ball tipped up in the air, and you come back and try and pick up the first down on third down. That way you don't lose any yardage.
Ninth play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on third and long.
Check 31, check 31. Check.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And this play comes to a halt at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the first down. Call it a gain of 5. Fourth down now.
Frustrating for a defense, energizing for an offense. Finding a way to create that type of yardage in your running game. Ball very, very happy.
And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. And with just 2 seconds remaining, the timeout is called here in OT. So the field goal unit is on the field, as this is a big spot right here. This to at least get them a lead here in overtime. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and this game will remain tied. This one took us deep into the night, but in the end, after 5 quarters, we're unable to determine a winner.
Well, can I say it? I think it's a fair outcome. Had pretty evenly matched, but here's where it gets tough. Because it was a night game, makes it much shorter on the turnaround, doesn't it? Especially for the visiting team.
So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Foxborough, good night, everybody.